Hi, this is Ken and Michelle Bass.
And you're listening to the Resilient Parenting Podcast.
As we begin a new episode, we also enter into the records, more great moments in Dad history.
I can't wait.
I can feel the anticipation within you. Is that anticipation I'm feeling?
It's something.
Okay. December the 8th, 1948. Tony Rainone is the first dad to respond red when a nurse asked him his blood type.
Oh.
Great moments in Dad history. Another great moment. And this is a great date to begin with. March 15th.
Oh, it's his birthday.
March 15th, 1956. This is not about me. It's about Augie DiCosimo, the first dad to ever fall asleep on a couch and then deny it, claiming to be just resting his eyes. Great moments in Dad history.
How do they pick these up? How do they know?
Well, because it happens to every dad.
You rest your eyes a lot.
Oh, sorry.
Dude, don't rest your eyes yet. We still have an episode coming up. And I'll let him take a little quick nap, and then we'll get right to that.
Today we're chatting with Kim Kelzer, LCSW, Program Director of Booth Program for Young Parents, Salvation Army, Boise Corps. It's one mouthful. Here's another one. Also, Jamie Garn, Executive Director of Cardinal Academy Charter here in Boise. Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Okay, let me rest for a while.
Welcome. Oh, my goodness.
That was a mouthful. I'm not used to talking, you know.
We all know that is not true. So we are very excited to join you today, and I would just like everyone to know that we had a fabulous tour before we sat down to talk. So there are two programs we're talking about that, and you guys are collaborating. So can you share with, and you guys can decide who says what, when, and all that, but can you share with our listeners about your program? Because it is fantastic.
So Cardinal Academy is a public charter school, and we serve high school students, grades 9 through 12. And our focus is serving pregnant and parenting students with the goal of removing all of the obstacles that are in the way of them getting a high school diploma. So the partnership with the Salvation Army is essential to what we do, and we both kind of have very specific roles within that. So from the school side, we provide transportation door-to-door for students and parents all across the Treasure Valley. And then we provide the academic piece. We have small class sizes, very, very low student-teacher ratios. We have flexible scheduling, and we teach a capstone, which is a really intensive life skills parenting class to help prepare our kids for the outside world.
Can you tell just a little bit about what you offer? Because I was just saying that I think every adult needs this class. Can you just some of the things that you talk about?
So we kind of joke about it being family and consumer science on steroids. So we're taking all of the most essential parts of family and consumer science classes. We're looking at like the pregnancy piece, so that our students that are pregnant are learning about what that looks like, what they need to do to better care for themselves, and what they can expect throughout their pregnancy and childbirth. But we also do child development, we do cooking, we do household maintenance, car maintenance, finances, public transportation. We look at all of those things, how to get an apartment, how to pay utilities, all of those.
How to open a bank account.
How to open a bank account, yeah. All of those things that
Life
students,
lessons.
Right,
Yeah.
right, that we just assume that they know. And our kids don't have the luxury of graduating high school and having a couple of years to figure that out. So that's what the school side of it is, and I'll let Kim tell.
Well, before you go further, did we say this is public school?
Yes, it is a public charter school.
So the Salvation Army piece is kind of the wraparound services. So we provide 2 meals and 2 snacks to every student that walks in the door, and our meals are not your typical school meals. They're
good.
Oh, wait, tell us more. You didn't talk about the food.
We didn't talk about the food. So we have a kitchen manager named Leanne, and we don't fall under the USDA guidelines, so she cooks.
Cooks.
And then there's an on-site childcare, New Horizon Academy, and we partner with them. Salvation Army picks up the cost of the childcare that the state does not pay for. And then we coordinate life skills and pregnancy and parenting classes. And then we have this great store called the Incentive Store. The students earn points based on their attendance and participation. And we convert those into what we call booth bucks, which is essentially Monopoly money. And they get to go shop once a week for what they need. So the store has all kinds of household stuff, hygiene, clothing. It's very baby-centered. Mm-hmm. Lots of diapers, wipes, formula, baby clothes. I have volunteers that rotate out all of that, rotate out seasons. We have a BSU rack in there now.
As you should.
Stuff, yes. So, but yeah, that's the Salvation Army side.
And we saw the store. It's packed full of things, and we will talk later in the episode about how, if you are interested, how you can support some of these programs. So, and the classrooms are small, which is nice for learners. And something that we also learned was not everyone who comes here is pregnant or parenting.
Correct.
And that it's not just moms. So can you tell us a little bit about your student body?
Yes, we have moms and dads. I think currently we have maybe 5 couples, which we really love because then it gives us the opportunity to work with them not only as moms and dads, but as a family unit. So it's really a neat experience to watch the family bond together.
And they're coming from all walks of life, too. Right?
Yeah. So we do have, in years past, we've had some dads that have been here without moms, and that's always an interesting dynamic. But currently, most of our dads that are here, they're here with mom as well. Mm-hmm. And then we do have a portion of our students that are not pregnant or parenting. But that is the mission of our school. So if they come here as non-mission kids, they still participate in all of the parenting classes, the pregnancy classes, and all of those things because that's what we do here.
And this is free of charge, right?
It is. It's free of charge.
Wow.
So amazing program. And so I think when we talked ahead of time that you had said, Kim, that some people don't realize that you're still around.
Right.
Because how long has this program been around?
The booth program has been around for 105 years in some capacity in Boise.
It's adapted and changed over the years.
Yes, it has. For about 54 years, we were partnered with the Boise School District. Mm-hmm. That ended in 2020. And then in 2021, Cardinal was formed. And so this is Cardinal's 5th year. Mm-hmm. And we've been partnered with them ever since.
Very nice. Yeah. So for those families who are not connected to you yet, what is something that you would say to them? Because we were talking about how complicated it can be when you're parenting. And again, when we're talking about parenting, we're talking about anyone in a caregiver role. You don't have to be the bio parent to be parenting. So when you are offering support and caregiving for a teen who is either going to be a parent or is parenting, overdoing it. So what are some things, it's a new thing for the parent as well as the teen who is where everything that they thought they were going to be doing changes a little bit or a lot. So what are some things that what's some advice or for them?
I think parenting teens is hard anyway. My kids are adults now, but I remember going through that. I don't know what it's like to parent a teen who is a parent. That would be even harder. I think it tends to go with age. I think the younger the teen parent is, the more parents like to take over. Grandparents, in this case, want to take over. And that's not, there's exceptions to everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And the older they are, it tends to be a little more hands-off, usually. Like, this is you, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But I think just support. a lot of people think that support has to be there doing it for them, and it doesn't. They just need to be there.
Okay.
And, give them a ride to the doctor's appointment if they can. And maybe even ask them, do you want me in the room with you when you go in with the baby? So I know what questions to ask. I mean, I have a 28-year-old, and I'm pretty sure she would still say, yes, please come in the doctor's appointment with me to talk about me. So, you can add.
Yeah, I think the sense of community is so important, because I think when young people, I think really at any age, a first-time mom, when you get pregnant that first time and you bring a baby into this world, your whole community shifts. Your friends that don't have babies sort of are put on the back burner because this baby becomes the center. And so everything changes, and our students experience that. And it's different when you're 15 or 16, when you lose those people, or you don't identify with those people around you in the same way. And that's part of what we do here, and part of what I would encourage parents to do is remember that their community is shifting, and that they're feeling unsupported and they're feeling afraid. And so the more people that can rally around with love and support, and we're all going to make mistakes, right? Sometimes the student or the young parent, they don't know what they need, but they know they want people to still love and care about them. So Absolutely. I think a lot of it is just that rallying and like, we're going to get through this together. It may not be easy, but we're going to figure it out.
And some of these teens coming in have come from all different types of backgrounds and difficulties, I guess, if you want to sum it up that way. So they all get unified right here, right?
We're big on building community here, too.
Yeah, that's a good word, community.
Mm-hmm. When you're talking about teens specifically, and the challenges without adding pregnancy and parenting to it, it's a stage of development where they're starting to push away. And so I could see that being a really difficult dance of I'm trying to be independent and do it on my own, but I'm scared and I need help, but I don't want to ask for help because I'm independent. Or if I ask for help, then they're going to think I can't parent. Or, all of the above. Like I always, you can't see what I'm doing, but I always say teens is like where you're doing the stop with one hand and the come here with the other hand. And it's like this dance. And so, what have your students said that they need from their caregivers?
I think they just need to know that somebody's there, that somebody's on their side. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of our kids they don't know what they don't know. And so having an adult say, instead of they're pregnant, the damage is done, right? So instead of just being caught up in being upset, let's navigate a way to move forward. So start looking at what do these young people need to know to be successful. And I'm sure that's a really hard place to be in as a parent, watching your teenage child, go through this. But I think the more that we can do to teach them and help them to be independent and help them to navigate the world, the better it is. I mean, they just need to learn so that they can be successful.
And a lot of the students come from all around, too. You were telling us this earlier, not just in the immediate Boise area either, right?
Correct. We've had kids from Mountain Home to, wanted to call it something else, Sand Hollow.
So you bring up a good point. Emmett. Okay, so all around. Mm-hmm. So if someone is listening right now who is in the situation where they're not connected with you, but they're pregnant or parenting, and they're in high school or junior high, how do they get a hold of you?
So they can go to our website at cardinalacademycharter.org. And on our website, there is a tab that says Enroll. And so they can click on that and fill out information. It'll ask a few questions, their name, their age, if they're currently in school, if they're pregnant or parenting, just some basic information. And then we'll reach out to them and just sit down and have a conversation. And we can show them what we offer here, see if it's a good fit.
Mm-hmm. Now, you gave us a tour today. Can you give tours
Absolutely.
to prospective parents and kids?
Yeah.
We do that, I think, with every potential student that comes in.
Right. We bring them in, and the other thing is we are here for students regardless of what their goal is with their pregnancy. We have students who want to raise their babies. We have students who feel like it's better to place their babies. And we are supporting those young people where they're at. We're not here to make a decision or to push one way or the other. We just want to help them navigate and support them and love them and get them to the next steps.
And even students who don't have babies or
Correct.
not having one, too.
Correct.
Okay, wow.
And sometimes we have students that come as a freshman and they go all the way through. And sometimes we have them for 3 months because they just want to finish up their last few credits.
Right.
So,
Makes sense.
So you brought up community before, and community is so important. And we all, one thing that I've heard over and over again is how isolated a lot of families feel. And I was just thinking of, there's both and of like, I'm in this situation, I need to see what I need to do, and I'm feeling grief and loss for the life that I imagined for my child or for myself. And I'm thinking of community members who might want to support in some way. What are some things that community members can do?
Salvation Army has some volunteer opportunities. They're a little limited up here, but we do have a few. And then we take donations for stuff in the store. I never say no to wipes. I never say no to larger size diapers, sizes like 4, 5, and 6.
Okay,
Wow.
4, 5, and 6. They have enough newborn in one.
We do. We have a lot of newborn in one. People like the little ones.
They're so
well,
cute.
you get more in the box.
Oh, yeah. You get more
So
for
you
your
get
money.
a lot more in the box. So
Just tape two together, and then you got a 2.
they don't stay that little for very long.
Nope, they don't.
Okay, so larger size diapers,
Formula,
wipes. Okay.
just your basic like Similac in the blue can is very popular.
Clothing of all sizes, too.
Clothing up to like through toddler.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also had
and
clothes
then we
for
have for the students
the
too.
students
Yes.
as well. And you have a library that I saw
Yes.
some shelves that could be filled with some
Yep.
more books. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm looking at our shelves at home, wondering if a certain Ken Bass can look through and maybe do a donation. It'll be a win-win, Ken.
I get
Just
it. I
saying.
get it.
Another area I think that would be really helpful for us is in our life skills classes that we do, we try to bring in people from the community to share career options, because a lot of our students, they're familiar with the traditional career paths, nurse, doctor, teacher, lawyer, those types of things. But a lot of times they haven't been exposed to some really amazing career paths that sometimes require college, sometimes don't. Trade schools, or just different paths out there that might be a really good fit for them. So we invite people to come in and take 15 minutes and just share a little bit about their career and what that looks like. So that's always a way that community members can kind of get involved in.
Wonderful.
Working with our
I don't think we've mentioned where you are, by the way, because I've been driving past this and didn't realize what was going on. I just saw the Salvation Army sign on the front. It's on Emerald between 5 Mile and Maple Grove.
Yes.
Right. The big building. It's a big building.
It is
Salvation
big.
Army building, and
Yeah.
the school is on the second floor of the building.
Yeah.
So
There is
Basically
a
on the
Cardinal
north
sign
side.
out there. It's just smaller.
Yeah.
It's down
I didn't
underneath,
catch that
so.
before. So
yeah.
this is what this building's all about.
So not to put you on the spot, I told you I might.
But she's going to.
But I'm going to. Do you know, because we talk about, these kinds of resources throughout the state of Idaho. Are there programs like this in other parts of the state?
Not that we're aware of.
not in the state. We
Uh-uh.
know of a couple other schools. One in Washington,
One in Spokane.
State,
Okay.
and then another in
Denver,
Colorado.
Okay.
That runs schools similar to ours, but not that we're aware of in the state of Idaho.
So, if you're in another part of the state of Idaho and you would like a program like this, you could also reach out and get some information, because we did a tour and it is just, it's fabulous. It's very open and inviting, not just for the students, but for the babies too. Oh, there's some cute babies on the wall there.
I know you came on a day but we don't have students.
I know. Oh, it would have been really bad. I would have been like, y'all do the interview without me. I'm going to go
I'm gonna
hang out
hold the
with
baby.
them. What would be a closing thought when you think about your students or the program that you have that you would want folks to know? Again, I put you on the spot. I didn't tell you I was going to ask you that.
Well, I think, and Kim had mentioned this earlier on our tour, but these are kids.
Mhm.
These are kids. They are kids having kids, but they're still kids. And they still deserve the same opportunity, the same chance, the same amount of love, the same amount of support as every other kid, regardless of their circumstances. And so we have a place for them here.
You're very inclusive.
We love them. They are,
Yeah.
that's one of the things about our program is it is so much more than a school. It is a family, and we love these kids. We love them like our own, and they love each other. And it's a really cool thing to be a part of.
It's fun to watch.
Very good.
And they're not here today, but you can feel it. You can feel it within the walls. So thank you for what you do. It's an amazing program. And
Kim and Jamie, thank you very much for the tour and talking to us about the school and
everything you do. It's
letting me see
amazing.
what was inside this building all along.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you. This podcast is brought to you by the Idaho Children's Trust Fund.